as a seller, it's not something most people do for like their entire career. So if you're one of those people, and you want to start kind of preparing yourself for some kind of exit, even if you're happy now, but like maybe 5, 10 years down the road, you're going to want to be doing something else. Get involved with other parts of the business outside of the sales organization or outside of just your selling function. So, in one of the earlier episodes, I interviewed the guy who actually named the podcast. His name's Zach Lander Portnoy, and he's a CRO at a company. And so, um, I was asking him like I was asking him if someone's early in their career and they eventually want to be an executive, they want to be a CRO or something like that, like what can they be doing right now as a BDR or an SMBAE to really prepare themselves for that? And what he said was try to acquire as much business acumen as possible. And then so I drilled into that because I'm like, well, Zach, when you tell me that, like, I just go straight to like reading books and listening to podcasts. But the problem with that is like, you never know if it's good information. You're not really diligent about it. Like, how would you propose people acquire this business acumen? And he's like, learn about as much as your current company as possible. So how they attract, acquire, retain, renew customers, like all the way down the buyer's journey. So everyone that's involved in that process, like figure out how that works with your business. Just ping those people and put time on their calendar. And also, like I mentioned too, oh, that's good to hear. One of the things, I used to do was always volunteer for like special projects. And so I would get to like, trade paint with some of these other functions. And he was like, yeah, but then I wish I would have like double clicked into that and really been super deliberate with it. And, just like not just volunteering for projects, but doing like what Zach was talking about, like proactively seeking out people in the organization, hitting them up in Slack and being like, putting 15 minutes on their calendar to learn about like what does demand generation do, what does recruiting and HR and total benefits do, and what does operations do. Like that's something like I still don't understand when I see people with operations titles. It's like, what do you really do though? Like, what is that? How do you measure it? I don't know. So um, that's definitely something you could do. It's in your control. It's free to be able to start doing that. And yeah, I mean, what you're doing is you're just educating yourself and you're getting like the best education you can, which is like a real world education. You're not, like taking a class somewhere that's going to be templated and broad and general. You're really getting that business acumen, in real time.